Hello, hello, welcome. Today's pick a card reading has a vital message from Spirit meant specifically for you. Now, this is no ordinary message. It's something that your soul is finally ready to embrace now. So trust that Spirit has led you to this pick a card because it holds exactly what you need in order to move forward with clarity and purpose. Now, I've got the tarot cards. Your journey to clarity starts now. So what we are going to do is use a card for each of our pile choices. So timestamps will be down below in the description. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, I really suggest you watch it because there are messages in both for you. Now for our card choices, there it is right there. And our first card out is the love card. Okay, no explanation needed there. We have the King of Acorns, and one more shuffle here. There it is. And we have the Nine of Acorns. Okay, for pile number one, this is about love, relationships, but it is also about choices and decisions that you need to make in life. This one, it has a lot to do with path, purpose, accomplishing things in life, your spirit and drive. For pile number three, Nine of Acorns represents perseverance and making your way through things that are challenging or difficult. Okay, so you choose whichever piles resonate for you, and I will get us started in the reading. Hi, group one, how are you? Okay, so I feel like we need this one here. We have the Page of Crystals. We have transformation and Ace of Shells. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring them up here together. Okay, with that love card showing up, that's saying that there are some issues when it comes to the love department, and some choice or decision needs to be made, that you've come into some sort of a crossroad here. Now, the thing with that card is saying that it's really important that you take like a time out to assess truly what is best for you. And I know that it can feel like you're being selfish when you do that, but it's really important that you are first, you are primary, you are the most important person in your world, and you have to take care of you first, then other people. And so it's really being faced with what really is what's best for you and not always what's best for the relationship. And with that transformation card coming up, it's saying that this change that has to happen is happening whether you want it to or not. That this is a rebuilding of the foundation of the base. So this is things breaking down in a way that is necessary, important, and vital. And sometimes it's shocking. It just kind of comes on by surprise. But in that, like leveling the ground, so to speak, it gives this new base for you to rebuild on in a way that's stronger, healthier, and better. And I feel like when I'm saying that this is important that you look at what's best for you with this Ace of Shells coming in. Now, for some of you, this is meaning that there is a relationship that you need to make a choice of whether you should stay or whether you should go. And for others of you, it's whether you should be in a relationship or not. Or should I just write myself off and not do it anymore and not try anymore? And either way, whichever situation you're in, these cards are saying there is a new relationship coming up here for you because we have the Ace of Shells. And this is about happiness. This is about joy and ease and gentle experience is what it's talking about. And it's very feminine in energy. So it's very soft and flowing. The Ace says that it's a new start, a new beginning. you're making a choice to have a new start, a beginning. It's not just happening to you, okay? Let me be clear about that. And with that ace, it's saying that through your experiences in life up to this point, that you've become very clear about what the heck it is you want in your world, what kind of partner you want, what kind of experiences that you want to have in relationship, and that you're able now to discern, yeah, that's not what I want. This is what I want. And like, as far as red flags, you're not going to ignore them anymore. And with this Ace of Shells coming here, it's saying there are no red flag relationships coming up, that this is a real relationship. It's the real deal where both people are committed to each other, and it's in balance and harmony and fits the version of you that you are today in your beautiful soul, what you truly need. And this new relationship is also a part of the transformation that is happening here, this new foundation that's coming for you. So with the Page of Crystals showing up, it says that there's a lot of learning that's going on here. And I feel like they're talking about a deeper understanding of yourself and how you function in your relationships. But there's also discipline. So that, and I feel like they're kind of talking about when you come into a new relationship, that you aren't just operating and working out of your old patterns, that you're able to catch yourself before you start that kind of knee-jerk reaction, and you're able to go, okay, wait, normally at this point, I freak out. And they're like, no, you'll have the discipline to be able to keep yourself in a really balanced, centered place and move forward in this relationship in a healthy way, in a new way that you normally wouldn't have or won't be able to in your current relationship, because this current relationship is already set. The dynamic has already been established. Now I want to get out some charms, and let's see, I only want 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we have the flamingo, and I'm glad that this one came out because the flamingo has these little stick legs, and it's able to withstand the waves of the water hitting it. It won't knock the flamingo off balance. He's able to stand and take the waves of life, so to speak, as it comes. So I feel like that's the stability that I feel is coming in here. And what's interesting is we also have 2 winged creatures. We have a little fairy and we have the swan. So the swan, again, really does represent that transformation, that transitioning into a new idea of self or perception of yourself. And I have to say, with swan also comes a lot of grace, beauty, grace, ease. So that's really beautiful. And with she's almost like Tinkerbell. To me, that she looks like Tinker. And with Tinkerbell showing up there, she's got the little moon in her arms. And I feel like in one way, that's talking about that light, playful kind of energy that comes with fairy. It's mischievous, but it's in a good way. And holding the moon means there's more control of the emotions. And also I want to say what's coming to me is like the ball is in your court. You're the one who makes the play, so to speak, with how things are going to unfold here. And we also have ballet shoes. And again, that's another reference to grace, beauty. There's a lot of feminine energy, but also with ballet, it's a hugely disciplined art. And the word discipline is down here with our Page of Crystals. So I feel like they're just kind of backing up that more control over yourself and over the situation in itself, that you are able to steer the reins, so to speak, in this situation. So let's get out my Return of Spirit deck here. And there it's one. Okay, and this is another. And one more Spirit. Give us one more right here. Return of Spirit. Okay, and let's see what else we have here. We have the Birthing. Okay, and we have the Shifting card. Wow. Okay, that completely backs up everything that the tarot is saying. So with this choice, I know you're making a hard decision here, and one that really does focus on your well-being first and foremost. But in that Return of Spirit card is saying a return of not just, the wind beneath your wings, but a return of your spiritual center too, like feeling like you're much more in the right place and in the right space in your life. And it is a phoenix energy. It's coming back to life. And that phoenix is exactly the same energy as the transformation card or death card, right? So when that Shifting card comes out, it says that things are altering here. And as it alters, it's almost like an earthquake. It feels like everything in your world is being, shaken up, and nothing is steady as you're trying to walk forward on your path. But to be okay with things not feeling completely stable or solid yet. Spirit is saying, like, this is a transition period for you. And it's going to take a little bit of time for that to go. So be okay with being in the unknown, right? You're in the in-between space from where you were and where you're heading. And then that's okay. Now, I want to just grab out one of the dice here. And how long are we in this shifting transition stage? 10. Okay. So I feel like this can be up to 10 weeks that you're experiencing that. So just a little over 3 months, if you want to put it that way. So for the next 3 months, just expect that it's going to take some time for this to kind of, come back into alignment for you. But as it does, it brings us into this Birthing card. Now, I feel like that's why they've chosen the Page of Crystals, because with this card, not only is there a lot of learning, but there's a huge opening of the creative faculty here. And there's a lot of ideas. And I feel like they're talking about one of the other things besides a new relationship coming up and a fresh start is you giving birth to a new idea, a new project, a new business. There's something new that's coming up with this. And again, this card also talks about having patience with that. It's almost like Spirit is saying, look, you've got a few things here that need to get sorted in your life. First, and most importantly, is this relationship that you're in, and that needs to get realigned to a way that is more congruent for you. And then once that's taken care of, now you're into this place where you're happy, where you have some joy and lightness of spirit. And in that's when your energy really starts to flow. And you're like, okay, not only do I have things going in the right direction, I want it all. And I deserve it all. And this is you knowing you deserve it. So this is something that will bring monetary gain. I have to say it. That's what this Birthing card is talking about. And I do also have to say that for some of you, with this Ace of Shells also being here, that in this next relationship, there is a possibility for some of you that this is the relationship where you really hunker down and, get really grounded in creating family and moving forward in that direction with your life. Okay, so let's get out our... Okay, I feel like this one. Forgiveness, beautiful. And I feel like this one is... Oh my goodness, look at that. It's a 44. And we have union. Okay. Now, I also have... I want to get out our quotes as well, because I feel like there's one in here that we need to hear. Oh my goodness. Okay. The heart has its reasons, which reason knows nothing of. We know the truth not only by the reason, but by the heart. I understand exactly what they're saying by that. That this choice or decision that you have to make is about you honoring what it is your heart tells you to do, and not what your head says logically is the best thing for you. This truly is about following your heart. So with this new relationship and the union card coming out, I mean, they are really nailing it home that there is a new relationship coming up here for you. So with that union card, I'm like, okay, we need to know what kind of energy or person is this? So I've got the astrology dice, and we have Mars and Aries. Now that's interesting because Mars rules Aries. So Mars means this is a person of action. They are good at making decisions, at initiative, at direction, at moving things the way that they need. They could also be very physical or, like busy, like they have a lot of get up and go sort of thing going on. And if you are attracted to male partners, this is a much more masculine or masculine type partner that they're talking about. Now with the Aries showing up, that doesn't mean that they are going to be an Aries. For some of you, they might be. But what they are saying is that they have Aries qualities, which means they have get up and go, so to speak. They're very, very good at, leadership, at starting new things, and especially that starting new things. I feel like this person, whoever they are, is a huge support for you with this new project, new income maker, if you want to put it that way, that you will be working on here in the future, that they give you a lot of support and initiative in getting that going. Aries is also very good at not letting setbacks or challenges stop them, no matter what. That's the words that come with Aries. There's a huge determination that comes with that. And I feel like it's such a beautiful pick-me-up kind of energy that comes in with this person. So with this union, on the other side of it, we have the forgiveness card. And I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness that has to happen, not even so much of the other person. For right now, it's you forgiving yourself, that it's okay if you ended up in a relationship that didn't work out, that you aren't to blame, and it's not about blaming anyone else or this other person, that it's really about coming to the realization that each of you had lessons to learn, and you were the perfect match for each other to learn the lessons you needed for you to each grow individually, even if it looks like that person is not growing, but that there is a forgiveness that is in the air here. And whether you're able to reach that right now before you make your decision, it's okay if you can't, because you will in the future. And I love that this has this white energy because that's the purity. And I feel like it's the same purity that shows up with our swan, our beautiful white swan. So, everything about this reading is about you really coming into center and really honoring what is true in your heart for you. Now, if you resonated with one of the other card choices, I really want to encourage you to watch that, because that is going to talk about other things that are coming in with your reading, okay? Please do sprinkle some love on the like button for me. And as always, I love you. I cannot wait to see you again next week. Mwah. Take care. Hi, group 2. Okay. So you've chosen the Knight of Acorns. Actually, I'm going to go this way. There they are. And I want this one. We have the 4 of Shells. We have the Ace of Feathers. Oh, look at that. Okay, and this one here, we have the 3 of Crystals. Okay, this is beautiful. Now, this King of Acorns here, this has a lot to do with, innovation, starting new things, feeling passionate and driven. There is a huge sense of leadership energy that is involved with the King of Acorns. And with this 4 of Shells showing up, the 4 of Shells actually talks about evaluating or assessing your life and kind of looking out into the other pastures, if you want to put it that way, and kind of seeing life as being greener in other pastures, but that it's really important that you assess fully where you're at and what you have in your life, because it may not be greener over there, that you have everything that you need and want to be able to get going. And there is a deep looking within yourself, soul searching energy that comes in here. But because the King of Acorns is here, this one is about optimism. So this is literally like a change of your view of yourself and your view of the world, because we have the Ace of Feathers. Aces are new starts, new beginning, a fresh kind of energy that comes into this, and it's a rebuilding of your foundation. So with this soul searching, kind of checking out the other pastures, so to speak, I feel like your perception, understanding, or mindset is getting rebuilt into a way where you can start to see the good within yourself, of your gifts, of your path, of the people. I mean, the whole kit and caboodle here. And through that, it rebuilds your foundation, like where your 2 feet are standing in the world, so that you feel stronger, because this truly is a strength card. And with the Ace of Feathers, this says that change of mindset or perception helps you to be able to see. Do you see how he's looking up into the sky? And it's talking about being able to perceive and create a new future, a different future for yourself than perhaps you have been seeing things right now. So I would have to say it feels like maybe it's not pessimism, but maybe just not feeling good about where you're at and what you have in your life. But I really feel a big part of this vital message is about you getting the foundation and your base sorted out here, so that you are empowered and can come out and step up with this passion in life. And this is leadership energy. It is so huge with this card that you guys are definitely not the followers. And then we have the 3 of Crystals, which is about doing things with other people. Like the word here that they have is collaboration, but it is about working with others. And I'm going to say for you, it is in this leadership kind of role. But then there's a lot of learning that comes with this card. And it can be learning from others in how to do certain things, or learning of how to create the base and foundation that you need to step out in the world. But there is a coming together, a joining of people coming on, and a huge change of, there's such a light energy that comes up here. And I feel like this is Spirit's way of kind of encouraging you to keep moving forward, because you guys have fire. You guys have spirit, that's for sure. Okay, just scooch those cards over. Oh my goodness, look at that. And this is one also. So we have the integrity card. So we'll stick that one in the middle. We have, the recognition card. Absolutely. That completely makes sense. And we need one more here. I feel like this one is trying to fall out on me. So oh my goodness, look at that. And we have the take flight card. All right. This is beautiful, because with that recognition card, that says that in this, where I keep saying this is about you guys coming out, stepping up into this leadership role or position. This could be a change even in your job or career where you're working, at a higher level of management, or stepping out into your own, doing completely your own thing, which I have a feeling for most of you, it is going to be because of that take flight card. But in this, the recognition card says, this is about being seen and recognized out in the world for the gifts, talents, strengths that you have. But I feel with this assessment going on here, that this is also you recognizing this for yourself and actually really seeing what it is that you've got. But in this reassessment, with this integrity card coming out, sometimes it's talking about being mindful of the integrity of others, that not everyone has the same level of integrity as us. But I really don't feel like that's the energy of the message here in this vital message for you guys. It's like, just stay aligned to your own integrity, what you feel truly is the right thing to do. And that usually is the argument, if you want to say, between head and heart. The heart says, I need to do this. And the head goes, are you crazy? Do you think you can really do that? And the down talking from the mind. And this is saying, stay in alignment with what you feel is right, with what you feel in your heart that you are meant and made to do. Now, with that take flight card, this is another one that is talking about connecting with people. And I'm going to bring this up because this is like a chain link kind of connecting like this going on. And that represents the connecting to people. And this big butterfly would be you. And it's funny, we've got butterflies all over the table today. And this flower is up in the heavens, being fed by love with spirit. And that's what this butterfly feeds on. And that energy is being put back out into the world. And this is really Spirit's way of saying and encouraging you to, I have to say, this is you doing your own thing. Your own business, your own thing. I feel like for many of you, I feel like this is doing something on social media or on websites, whether that's doing online classes, courses, teaching, it could be counseling, God knows. There's so many things that you could be doing, but this is you really stepping out into the spotlight and really shining your gifts and talents, and you like literally creating a new future for yourself, one where you're very interactive with other people. Now, I just want to get out our charms here. And 1, 2. Oh, there's 2. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's 3. So I just have to get them unhooked. So we have the Om, O-M, which we have another Om here. And we have this snake, which is very much rebirth sort of energy. But along with the rebirth, you know, it's a shedding of the old skin, which I feel is this, a shedding of the old idea of yourself or old perceptions of yourself. But the snake also goes along with the caduceus, which is the medical symbol. So there's a lot of healing that is happening here. So whether they're talking about you healing for yourself, like your own state of mind and understanding, or stepping out in some sort of role that brings others healing in some sort of way, no matter what type of project, gifts, or business that you're doing and starting. But with that healing energy, we have this little heart, and I feel like this is a healing of your heart, a healing of the past. I'm going to put this right with our little snake. There's such a strength that comes with this reading that it's so beautiful and so amazing. And not only that, we have our little hand, and inside of it is a Merkaba, which is your energy body, you know, your light body, if you want to put it that way. And so I feel like this is a whole movement, like more into a deeper path and purpose energy that comes in here so strongly. And we have our dolphin. Okay, so with the dolphin being there, that's the lightness, the playfulness, but also I feel like with this, it's also trusting your own intuition, your innate spiritual intelligence to really move forward on this path. No more hesitating, if you want to put it that way, when it comes to doing what you are truly here to do. And what you are truly here to do is work with other people. Like, it's just absolutely there it is. And we have awareness. Interesting. Okay. And one more card here. Right there. And third chakra. Yes, of course, because this is all about power. And it's interesting that we have the 3 of crystals and we have the third chakra. So that 3 energy is the Trinity, mind, body, spirit, that comes in so much with healing, but it comes so much along with awareness. So third chakra energy. So I feel like a part of this message really is about you stepping into your own power, you really seeing how powerful and amazing that you really are. And then in that self-empowerment that's coming up here for you, that it gives permission to other people subconsciously, you know, on that unspoken level, for them to also step into their power. But this is truly about you stepping into your own power as a leader in community, in a spiritual community or online community, some sort of way. And we have a master number 11 coming in here. And that awareness, I feel, you know, goes right along with this. So this is a greater opening, expansion of your consciousness and understanding, not only of yourself, but spiritually. I feel like it's upping the ante on your spiritual gifts, your natural gifts, if you want to put it that way, which is so amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to get out our bag of quotes and let's see what we have here. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Oh, that's kind of funny. If that's not a message, I don't know what is. Like, Spirit is saying, don't you dare give up on yourself. You are right here. You're at this new place on your path that is so much more empowered, stepping out into this world in a very empowered and sincere way. There's so much healing going on. So just let that process of healing happen. And I feel like I want to get out the dice and find out. So how long for this process, Spirit? We've got 4. So I feel like this is up to 4 months. I do not feel like they are talking in years here, that's for sure. So believe in you, because Spirit absolutely believes in you. Now, I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please sprinkle some love on the like button for me. And if you felt like you resonated with one of the other card piles, I'm really going to suggest that you watch that, because it will bring this totally together and bring you even more understanding. As always, you know I love you. I can't wait to see you again. Mwah. Take care. Hi, Group 3. Okay. So you've chosen the 9 of Acorns, and I'm just going to get out a few more cards for us here. And let's get one more. I feel like it's in here somewhere. Where is it, Spirit? There. There it is. Okay. Ooh, King of Feathers. How beautiful. Okay. So it's interesting that you guys chose the 9 of Acorns as your card, because this one is very much about perseverance, about weathering the storm, that no matter how hard things get, you stick through it, that you power through things. And this is through that persevering, you actually begin to see and realize just how strong you actually are. And you don't get carried away, like the way that things can go in life can feel like this rushing river, and it just like sweeps everything away, and that you're able to stand strong even if you feel like you're going to get swept away. So this is the reassurance that you really aren't, but that you have this amazing strength within you. And now, because we have the Chariot here, this is talking about not just strength and power, but determination. So you guys have, like, if there is this rhino, and that really is the best representation of the energy that comes in here with you guys. And the Chariot talks a lot about breaking free, busting yourself free from the confinements from the past. It's almost like whatever you guys have experienced in your past, whether that is just earlier in life or, when you were young, childhood at home, that there's some overcoming that had to happen here or is happening here, overcoming past circumstances and past situations and really breaking free from that. And it says that it doesn't happen instantly, that it takes all your time, focus, energy, effort, and heart in order to break those chains free from your past. But in that, it's what develops this ability to not just persevere, but it is that energy of discipline, disciplining your mind to not continue to live in the past, and disciplining yourself to go, no, we are moving forward no matter what into a future that is bigger, better, brighter, better than what I've had in the past. And that's kind of where these 2 cards come in. So the King of Feathers, it talks about the balancing of the scales, the balancing of energy here, it kind of settles things down because of that chaotic energy. It feels that you've been in either just very recently or still in now or the past, and coming into this more balanced place. Because with the moon, there can be that energy of just feeling weighted down or pessimism or, highly emotional. And that's where the Chariot is saying the discipline to move out of all of that, because that King of Feathers says it comes into this balanced place where you are no longer emotionally reactive, where you're no longer knee-jerk reacting to life, that you really come into this inner sense of empowerment and very logical, so that even if you are triggered emotionally by something happening out here in your world, you aren't reactive. You're able to think yourself through the process very rationally, and with that this is bringing in that positive energy of the moon, which is that feminine, nurturing, intuitive. So it feels to me like through this situation that you've been in, that it's really truly what needed to happen in order to bring you to this place of self-mastery, because that is the word I want to use with you guys, self-mastery, and really functioning and operating from that deeper, intuitive, spiritual center within you that is so much more connected and aligned with spirit and your intuition. So let's get out my Return of Spirit deck, and that's one there. Oh, look at that. Nice. So we have the Confidence card. I'm just going to pull these up. That's better. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I want this card. Right order. Yes. Oh, this is beautiful, you guys. My goodness. I almost don't need to read them for you because it's very clear what this message is. This is about things coming into that right order and right alignment. And I feel like they're saying not only is this alignment within you, like within the mental, emotional, spiritual, they're talking about in the physical world, that things are coming into into a straight road. So you don't feel like you're always turning a corner and getting caught by surprise. And it's putting you into this place of where your energy is this vibrational card is talking about an amping up of your vibration and of your frequency. And that can only happen when your mental processes and emotional processes are in that state of balance, where you're not too much into your thoughts and not too much into your emotions. When they balance out, your energy just magnifies. But I feel like they're not talking about just your energy in that way, because we also have the Confidence card. You're like, you know what? I've got this. This is you really truly coming into your own. I don't know any other way to put it. If you want to talk about a vital message, I can't see any better vital message than this, that you're coming into such a beautiful, spiritually empowered place. And with that vibrational card, it says that your energy is coming into a resonance, that it affects the people around you in a very positive way. And I feel like that Confidence card is saying that these things that will come up here through this process that you've been through, that you're not going to shy away or cower away from your true purpose in life, or to what life, may toss at you by surprise, that you're just so much more balanced and centered that you're like, you know what? I got this. And you are going to feel like you got this. Okay, Spirit, we need to know a little bit more here. And I want this one. We have the intuition card. Yeah, that completely makes sense because it is such a spiritual growth and freedom. And I feel like they're talking about a busting out or a freedom from your past. So, Spirit, how much more of this, how much longer for this process to come into this right order so that group 3 is feeling strong and confident? 4. Okay. So we're talking around the 4-month mark approximately. And I just want to see what we have for charms here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to have to take another one here. Because what are the chances? Here is a deer. Look at that. They fell out together. A deer and a reindeer. So deer is gentle energy, and if I'm going off of like Ted Andrews' Animal Speaks interpretation of deer in the spirit totem, deer represents not just family but connection to other people, and there's a soft gentleness that comes with it. And deer are very alert to their energy, to the surroundings, to what's around them. And I feel like that really is a good part of this message with this intuition card and also the vibrational card, that there is a more of moving out of the lower energies of emotion and thinking and that sort of thing, and kind of coming up more into operating from that intuitive mode. But there's also something about seeing your uniqueness and your strength and your gifts, because we all know the song about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, felt like they didn't belong, poor little Rudolph, and turns out Rudolph had the gift and, led Santa's sleigh. Now, and that's kind of you through this process of seeing your own gifts, talents, abilities, that sort of thing. But we also have the tree. So there's something about really getting grounded and rooted, because I feel like there's some sort of stability that's coming out here with this, because the tree is rooted. That is where you kind of settle into life. And I feel like this is talking about all the changes that have been happening over the last few years, settling down. And look at this. We have the Lovers. So all this work that has been going on for you guys, it's bringing you into a place so that you are emotionally, mentally, and your physical world is set up that you are ready and receptive for that loving connection. And so that is some relationship energy is huge in this reading, and moving into that with a place of confidence. Now that was interesting. Sagittarius also fell out, and I want to put Saggy over here with our intuition card, because Saggy, ruled by Jupiter, is the teacher kind of energy. It's also justice, which is what our King of Feathers is. And it's the writing or rebalancing of energy. But there's a big energy that comes with Jupiter where it's more expansive. So there's an expansion in your world that's happening here. And I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you there is some travel or experiencing new things, new cultures, new ways, new people coming in with that Saggy card. I mean, charm. Now let's see what we have. My little magic bag of quotes. We'll see what we have here. Oh, I grabbed 2. Okay, so I guess you guys get 2. Put your heart, mind, and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret of success. Okay? And I feel like that's a huge hint that success is on the way for you. Oh my goodness. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Whoa. Wow, that is truly powerful. You know, I feel like Spirit is saying there is a huge amount of success here for you, and you guys are coming, the biggest part of this vital message is you are coming into an understanding of just how powerful and amazing you are, and that is the energy that you are going to be operating from. There is a freedom here, there is a breaking away of the past here, but it's moving into, I feel like, not only an opening of your intuitive gifts, but it's leading you, your intuition is leading you into a place where it's just so much more of an expansive world, an expansive experience of life. So amazing. Now, I have to say, if you resonated with any of the other piles, I really want to suggest you watch that, because that will help add to your message and bring you even more clarity. Now, if you liked your reading, please sprinkle some love on the like button for me. And as always, you know I love you. I can't wait to see you again. Mwah. Take care.